And we're back with my Steam library. Next game I'm playing is called The Master Plan. The Master Plan is a top-down 2D action strategy game. In it, you play a crew of robbers and you have to execute your heists. You start off with just one guy. You have to break him out of prison. Then you meet up with his brother. And then as the game progresses, you can recruit more robbers to your cause, to your crew, by way of your hideout. You just hire them for money, and they can come along on jobs that take a few more people to carry out to get the best out of. Each heist has got like a total amount of money you can get out of it, and that's kind of the objective, to get as much money out of the heist, or the maximum amount of money out of the heist as you can. You start off robbing small little joints like bars and diners and liquor stores, and then you progress on to bigger jewelry stores, warehouses, with the ultimate aim of robbing from Fort Knox. Each heist you do, also as well as the money, will have little flyers and pamphlets dotted about the place that will unlock your future heists. There will be like little notes and little notes and tidbits of information about future heists or future areas that you can unlock. So that you have to grab them as well. You see any sort of note, it's pretty easy to spot, but they're littered about the heist as well. It will tell you in the info of the heist like what intel you can gather for your next jobs, and indeed for weapons as well. Weapons are bought from your hideout as well, and new weapons are found in this way as well. Information about them from previous heists. You can replay every heist after you've done it if you didn't get the most out of it, if you had to get out of there early because the police are on the way or something. If you find out from the screen at the end that you got nowhere near the maximum amount of cash, you can replay it any amount of times you like. It's quite funny, the thought of just going back to the same jewelry store and robbing it over and over again. I did find the controls a little clunky, and the inventory's a little fiddly, and the UI not particularly well designed or well displayed. A lot of the times when all of your characters are on top of each other, there's lots and lots of overlapping text and icons. Makes it very hard to see anything and make sense of anything. Another thing that was quite disappointing for me was there's no character progression or anything after each heist. You don't level up, you don't improve abilities or anything like that, and you've got this great big hideout with lots of rooms in it that looks in quite a derelict state, and I thought there might be some base building or some development there for the hideout you could spend some money on, but as far as I saw there was none of that either, so that was quite disappointing, and one of the reasons why I didn't really play it for that long. Played it for about 2.5 hours and did about 7 or 8 heists, and really that was all I really felt like doing. I didn't really feel like doing any more after that. I sort of felt like I saw most of what the game had to offer, and with no progression or anything, nothing to aim for, it didn't really give me a reason to carry on playing, which is a shame, because it's a really nice idea, and some of it is okay, but it's just not executed that well. Like a heist strategy game would be brilliant. I'd love to play a really nice heist strategy game, but I'm afraid this isn't it. Its asking price is $14.99, which is probably quite overpriced in my opinion. I think if you would be looking to pick this up at least a 75% off sale, get it down to, under a $5, that would be probably more reasonable, but $14.99 is way too much. So at that price point I definitely wouldn't recommend it, but at 75% off or more, I'd start thinking about it. So that's the Master Plan. Quite disappointing heist game, but there's some potential there, but it just doesn't live up to it or my expectations of it. So all in all, I was quite disappointed with it.